Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for this webinar in our manufacturer series presented by ServiceTitan, titled Transform Your Business with ServiceTitan. My name is Mike Temple, the IA's Technical Program Director, and I have a few housekeeping notes before we get started. The session will be recorded and all phones will be muted. The webinar is worth 1 CEU, and you can enter it on the Submit CEUs page under the Certification tab on the IA website at irrigation.org. A certificate of attendance will be sent to you within a week of the live webinar date. Question and answer session will be held at the end of the webinar. If you have a question, please type it into the question box on the right-hand side of your screen, and it will be addressed at the end of the session. Our speaker today is Jake Belanio. Jake is an account executive at ServiceTitan with experience leading the ServiceTitan field sales team. Jake has extensive experience working with the contractors in landscaping, irrigation, plumbing, electrical, and HVAC industries. Jake works with both current and prospective contractors, enabling their successful product adoption and maximum revenue potential utilizing ServiceTitan. And now over to Jake.
Cool. Thanks, Mike, for the introduction. Like Mike said, I'm going to be your presenter today and really excited to walk you through ServiceTitan. Theme of today's webinar is how ServiceTitan can transform your business. So want to provide you with a quick overview of ServiceTitan as a company, the different features that we offer. We'll actually dive into the live application of ServiceTitan. I want to share 2 success stories of some irrigation contractors who have used ServiceTitan over the past couple months to a year. And also I want to share some of the new features that we're launching to get you really excited about the roadmap that we have for you all. So let's dive into it. A bit about myself. I've been at ServiceTitan close to 4 years now. I have a really deep understanding of the landscape of the trades, as well as ServiceTitan. If you'd like a personalized demonstration, here's my contact information, cell phone number, email. Or if you want to browse our website while you're on the webinar, feel free to go to servicetitan.com and check us out there. Now, I've had the pleasure of working with a lot of our early irrigation contractors across the United States and Canada. Worked with a lot of peer groups and best practice organizations to really understand the landscape of their business and how ServiceTitan could potentially help. It's been really exciting to work with these individuals and companies. We find that to be a really good fit. Now, I know everyone is busy, so as a token of our appreciation, we'd like to raffle off a big green egg. So if you guys don't know what this is, pretty awesome smoker grill. So we'll raffle it off at the end of the webinar, and then we will ship it to you. It comes with a nice stand, and you can even cook pizzas in this bad boy. All right. First off, I want to thank the Irrigation Association for letting us partake in the webinar series. We're really excited to be a member, and we feel that we could support efficient best practices and bring innovation to the irrigation and landscaping industry. Really want to promote best practices for landscape professionals who need it the most. If there's any folks that would like to partner or inquire about partnering with ServiceTitan as a company, you can reach out to us at alliances@servicetitan.com. Now, we wanted to offer a Irrigation Association member promotion. As folks are interested in taking a look at ServiceTitan, we want to offer 2 free months off of your subscription with ServiceTitan. Now, we entered the new product contest, and one of the new features that we launched is called Smart Schedule. So we'll touch on that once you go into the live demo, but it's a really neat way and innovative way for us to schedule, do your routing, and just removes all the labor that goes into routing. Most of you probably are unfamiliar with ServiceTitan, which is totally fine. We have a great name, a big name for ourselves in the HVAC, plumbing, and electrical space. So rather new to the green industry, but we've been around for a while. About 10 years ago, our founders started ServiceTitan for their dads. This is Ara here on the left and Bahe on the right, our founders, and their dads owned a local HVAC and plumbing company here in Southern California. And they experienced probably some of the same headaches that you guys experience as well, running a trades business. A bunch of paper everywhere, systems didn't talk, large outstanding accounts receivable, and scaling the business became very, very, very difficult. So they built ServiceTitan for their dads, and we use this tagline all the time: born in the trades, built for the trades. really came from the contracting space, and our vision long term is to be the operating system for all businesses in all different trades. We've been growing rapidly, and as of today, we have more than 5,000 customers across the United States and Canada. We work with a lot of best practice organizations, different associations, and what you'll notice about ServiceTitan is that we serve all different sizes of companies. Right? We work with a lot of mom and pop shops, family-owned businesses, to large organizations that operate in multiple states, that have hundreds of trucks on the road. So ServiceTitan is truly scalable at any size operation. Now, we really want to expand our growth and serve a lot of other customers. And we're able to do that because we are backed by prominent venture capital firms, such as Iconic, Bessemer Venture Partners, and Index Ventures. They really saw the work that we were doing helping other contractors, and we invest a lot of that money into research and development, understanding newer industries, breaking into new markets so we could bring the results that we've seen to the green industry. So when we look at ServiceTitan at large, right, 5,000 customers, about 100,000 users using our platform every single day. About 70% of the businesses using ServiceTitan experience growth. Now what does that look like, right? Growth could mean acquiring new companies or other competitors, expanding into new geographies, hiring more employees, and even just natural growth just through the automation of ServiceTitan. Now, when we look at the data out of all of our customers, the average user experiences increase in revenue about 25% within the first 9 months. Now, that is really powerful, and we want to bring those results to contractors like yourself. So we're able to do that by 4 main points. And these areas are common themes that you'll hear from the customers that I will mention today, and you'll see it throughout our software. So the first main pillar that a lot of our customers really value within our software is providing an amazing customer experience. So what does that look like? One, we have a very powerful phone integration where we integrate your phone system with your CRM. So when customers call in and say, "Hey, Mike, thank you for calling Titan Irrigation Systems. How can I help you?" You'll see it in the live application, but providing that 5-star customer experience from when a customer calls in to dispatching the technician out and collecting payment, it all flows seamlessly. One of the features that our customers really like about ServiceTitan is providing an Uber-like experience. So when one of your technicians or estimators are on their way to a customer's house, we can send a picture, a bio, and even a tracking link that shows their ETA. Second piece here is increasing sales. Contractors I've talked to, some of their systems are not good for building quotes for repairs or new installs. ServiceTitan can provide both those estimates for any type of work. And our mobile application is very powerful. It gives your technicians the ability to present options, even collect payment directly in the field. And with that results into an increase in cash flow, right? Moving more to a COD model will help you increase or decrease your accounts receivable. Now, kind of the last piece I want to touch on here is accountability and control, and then visibility. Now, what does this look like in the software? Visibility is important, right? One of our customers that I'll mention from Quality Irrigation was very analytical. He liked to look at data, right? And you'll notice in ServiceTitan we have a very robust reporting engine and a new dashboard that we really launched, which I'll touch on a little bit later. So we're mining a lot of data in ServiceTitan. Let's provide that to you as a contractor so you can action on that in real time. The part 2 of this section here is increasing accountability and control. As technicians in the field, there's a lot of work that we have to do, right? So let's create a standard procedure for every single job that we do. We have to fill out this certain checklist, this form, even take pictures before and after we do the work. And if I don't do that, I can't even move on to my next visit, right? So by creating that, and then with all these 4 main points here, our customers see an increase in efficiency, sales, and able to scale their business more efficiently. All right. Wanted to share a little bit about some of our early customers who've been using ServiceTitan for quite some time. Naiad Irrigation Systems. I think a few of them are on this call, so hello. They joined around this time last year. They're based in Calgary, Canada, about 30 employees. And we work with dozens of irrigation specific contractors, and they were one of the first ones to onboard with ServiceTitan. So we wanted to feature their success story right off the bat, and being the first businesses, they've seen some pretty awesome results. Now they offer irrigation installation, maintenance, lawn care, and snow removal as well. I think one of the main reasons why they decided to join ServiceTitan and partner with us is that they were frustrated with their previous software. Right? The lack of connectivity between the office and the field caused a lot of issues, right? Information slipping through the cracks, or the mobile tool that they had wasn't as reliable. And they saw other trades businesses, HVAC technicians and plumbers using it, so they figured they'd reach out. They're really impressed with some of the features and how fast ServiceTitan was innovating. And within the year, they've doubled profits, grew revenue 15%, and even in the midst of COVID, right, they were able to operate their business remotely. Also improve customer experience. So you'll see kind of these same themes with ServiceTitan to really elevate your business to 2020. Now, some of the features that they like is the mobile application. So they really empowered their technicians to do the job, right? They can do it more efficiently. They have all the information that they need to know at the technician's hands. They can take pictures, photos, upload any documents. And these contractors do a high volume of work. They trusted ServiceTitan's ability to manage, dozens of stops per day per technician, or even, on the routes. One of the newer features that we launched is called Marketing Pro, and they've been using it to keep them busy during the slower season, so you can create automated campaigns there. And one of the main points that they really valued is that ServiceTitan is cloud-based, right? Working from anywhere. You don't have to have your technicians, come to the office to get their routes every morning. Now, Mike, maybe you could help me out with a poll question here. Wanted to ask the attendees, does your current system allow your entire business to operate remotely? So answers here, yes, no, somewhat, not all teams, and then option 4, somewhat, system is unreliable.
All right, Jake, the answers are coming in, and we'll give it a few more seconds. Let everybody put the votes in. All right, looks like it's pretty well balanced out here.
Okay. Yes, no, somewhat. Okay, yeah, pretty well balanced. Looks like yes and no. I think when we look at our business when COVID hit, right? Let's ask ourselves the questions. What was our business like? Were we able to have employees work from home, right? We really care about our employees and our customers, and regulations differ across countries, states, and counties. But using a software that allows you to run your business more efficiently and remotely is key, especially moving forward, right? The goal here is to transform your business, future-proof it, and hopefully you kind of see the benefits of using a cloud-based system. Now, as we partner with contractors, we really care about the success of and their journey with ServiceTitan. We want to ensure that for the beginning of our partnership, that we listen to customer feedback, sentiment, and that they're getting the most usage out of ServiceTitan. So we actually surveyed a decent amount of customers, and these are kind of the main themes that we saw and areas that impacted their business. Again, right, cloud-based, one, working from anywhere. I mean, as owners, a couple of you guys are on this call, right? You want to go on vacation? I don't have to keep calling the office. I can pull up the ServiceTitan dashboard and see how my business is performing. The customer experience aspect of it, the Uber-like experience, scheduling and routing, KPI tracking and reporting. You'll see in just a bit that ServiceTitan is a really, really robust reporting engine. And also looking at technician sales and then close rates. Probably bet most folks are not tracking this today because it's probably too difficult, or you're running it in Excel, right? These are some of the areas that we're able to provide contractors a lot of benefit. And a couple quotes here from them. Field to office efficiency has greatly improved greatly. The email, text, chat experience is great for our customers and office staff as well, and elevating the customer experience. Scheduling is quick and easy. It's easy to see the dispatch screen and reroute via maps. Now, these are some of the key features that we're able to provide our customers and that they see value in. We also provide our customers with other tools like a Titan score. Now, this is kind of one of ServiceTitan's secret sauces, if you will. We kind of gamify the different features within ServiceTitan, and we basically break it down between 1 out of 100 and how much usage are you getting out of ServiceTitan. So we break it down to different categories between marketing, call center, dispatch, customer experience, mobile, memberships and contracts, payroll and accounting. And when we look at all the data of all of our customers, the folks who have the highest score, right, the same company profile, same amount of employees, are outperforming the folks who have a lower Titan score. And we ask ourselves, why is that? Right, they're using the features to automate a lot of the processes in their business, and they're able to increase revenue, increase sales, and retain and gain more customers. We have a great Facebook community. So if there's any ServiceTitan customers, I encourage you to go to the ServiceTitan Masterminds Facebook group. We also post leaderboards here for our Titan score. And you can see, these folks have pretty high Titan scores. All right, what I'd like to do is do another poll. Mike, maybe you could help me out with this. Question is, how do you keep track of each customer's service preferences and job history? Options here: manually, on paper, CRM has the ability to do that and everyone has access to it, or not everyone has access to it, or we use other systems or no system at all.
All right, still have some responses coming in. We'll give it a few more seconds here.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we've got everybody answering. Let me share that with you.
Okay, so it looks like some folks have maybe cloud-based system that's accessible to anyone, and the other options are maybe still on paper, and then also maybe not accessible to everyone. What I want to do next is dive into the actual live application here and run a service call. So kind of the day in the life of irrigation contractor. How do we use the application? What does a service call look like when it comes in? And show you some of the customer-facing features that all of our customers like. Now, there's two segments to the service side, and what we'll do is start on the office side, and then we'll talk about the mobile application. But I want to give you a good understanding of one, our smart schedule feature that we recently launched, but two, how ServiceTitan could help your business potentially. So what I'm going to do is simulate a live call through ServiceTitan, my cell phone here, and what you'll see is a green bubble pop up. If I'm in your office, I can pick up the phone and click this green bubble and call this the call pop. Starting from day one, we're going to integrate your customer information within the phone system. So kind of a caller ID. And once I click that green bubble, it's recording the conversation. I know Alex is calling, right? We can also integrate with some of your marketing tracking numbers, and we can tie all of that together. But this call is being recorded. There's a timestamp here that I, Jake, took this call, and it automatically pulls up Alex's information here. So what you'll see is a couple pieces of information, right? We can see a customer's outstanding balance. We have tags here. So these are bright, colorful pieces of information for you as a company to indicate and dictate what's important for us to remember, right? This customer is part of our fertilization program, is also due a startup in the spring. We can sell contracts and memberships over the phone. We can even collect and apply payment over the phone as well. Now let's click on the actual location here, and everything that we needed about the customer is here, right? There's a preferred technician. There is a zone. So zones are kind of our ServiceTitan's way of indicating what area does this customer live in within our service area. But a lot of folks are saying that you guys are still on paper or maybe have multiple systems. ServiceTitan has it all in one screen directly when the customer picks up the phone, or when your CSRs or admins pick up the phone. So everything is here, from any forms, any notes, right? This customer can only do mornings. You can see who added the note, list of all the jobs, the type of contract that they have, any estimate, maybe a customer's calling in for an estimate that you have provided them, list of all the visits, and call recordings, right? So that we can record all calls, inbound and outbound, for training, quality assurance purposes, and then the recurring visits that they're owed. So a lot more powerful than looking through papers, save you guys a lot of time, and everything is all streamlined here. Now we also incorporate property data. So as you're setting up a new appointment, maybe this is a new customer that is not in your database, right? Maybe you want to look at the age of the home, the size of the lot. These are some newer features that we launched for irrigation customers. Now, someone answering the phone, and as your scheduler, this is where I'm going to add my notes, and I'll kind of show you some of the tools that will really save you some time and reduce windshield time. So job types are most commonly offered services. Let's say that the customer just wants we're going to do irrigation service. Choose the proper business unit. And we have this map it tool. And effectively what ServiceTitan will do is show you where this customer is calling from. Right, so you can see on the map here that we're not too far away from this other customer. So I can recommend to Alex, who's on the phone, hey, we're actually going to be there on this date. Here are some time slots that work for us. And then you can immediately book that. Now, one of the newer features that we launched is called Smart Schedule. So we specifically built this for the green industry, landscaping, irrigation contractors. And this is triggered when a new job or upcoming recurring service event comes to the scheduler. Smart Schedule will recommend which crew and technician to assign the job to and what time works best to minimize total drive time. So the goal here is for us to serve more customers efficiently. Now, the folks who are using this today were able to complete up to 50% more jobs with the same amount of technicians and making it easier to satisfy all your customers, right? So let's kind of go through what this looks like here. So you choose the date range of when the customer is available or when you think you're available. And let's just kind of go through the motion here and tell the customer that we will be there anywhere from 7 to 7. And we have a couple filters here where we can filter by technician skill, where we want to weed out the folks who don't have the skill to do this type of service call. We look at booking availability and then zone. So those are some filters that we have here. And what ServiceTitan is going to do is recommend a couple cards here with various technicians. So what you see here is that Clark is the most efficient technician to take this call. And it's going to add minimal drive time, about 1 minute. And just kind of the slot that he has in his schedule. So we can certainly select him and book that appointment, or we can kind of, if that doesn't work for someone's availability, we can recommend other folks as well. And you kind of guessed it here, right? If we're looking at Rudy, it's going to add 19 minutes of drive time, not the most optimal choice. So the goal here is for us to save time and money, reduce the drive time up to 20% for your recurring maintenance visits. So you got a bunch of blowouts to do. How can I squeeze in another customer? This is a new tool that we're able to help out with. Now, it's very easy to use, and we call it smart for a reason. This tool takes out all the guesswork, and we actually use the same tool that powers Uber and Amazon. So when you're looking at real-time drive time, it's that same mapping tool. Let's go ahead and actually book this for our guy Clark here. We had our notes. And then down here, we have like some call scripts. So as you're talking to the customer over the phone, these are questions that you can have canned and populated when you're talking to your customer on the phone. Just make sure that we capture every piece of information. Nothing slips through the cracks. Now, these are also important tags here, maybe to remember. You can get really creative with these and add them to the account. All right, so let's book this job here. Wanted to show you some of our map-based scheduling tools. So what you see here is one of our newer features where we can see all the jobs that are scheduled on our calendar for the particular day today. You can also choose different date ranges, filter down by skill level, etc. Each color represents the technician or crew that is assigned to that route. You can see that these are kind of out of order. I have a 3 up here, 4, 5, 6. So why don't we give this job that's a 1 here to a different technician, to Forrest here. What we'd like you to do is lasso some of these jobs. Then you could right click and then assign to a different technician. So the combination of these tools, we really want to make your life a little bit easier as a scheduler, as a business owner, and give you peace of mind that you are optimizing for drive time. All right, now let's talk about some of our customer notifications. So the folks at Naiad really like our customer-facing features. Let's walk through these automatic text messages and email notifications that we can send to your customers. First is a booking confirmation. So as you guys are building your schedule several weeks in advance, or even a couple months for some of you guys, we can send a booking confirmation. You probably get something like this from your dentist, or even when you order Domino's pizza. Hey Jim, your pizza's going to be ready at 5 o'clock. You guys can do the same, right? This is the type of customer service that most folks expect today. And you could change this message here. We'd also send reminder notifications. So as you're booking appointments a couple weeks out, right, we can send reminder notifications to your customers, and they could interact with this message, right? They can confirm with this letter C. And the neat thing is that since you're using ServiceTitan, it's all coming from one single number. Right? We'll provide you with an SMS number. It's not coming from different tools from your current CRM and then your review platform, right? It's all one system, and it's just a nice thread all the way through. And to give you a visual representation of what I was talking about with this Uber-like experience, we call it the dispatch notification. So you can send a picture, a bio of your employee, of your technician, say how long they've been there, their customer satisfaction ratings, do they have a family or dog. And also get a tracking link. And it looks something like this, where they can track the ETA of your technician. Sometimes you need to talk to the customer, you need to sell them something, right? You need to get their approval before you actually do the work. This ensures that you're not showing up to an empty home, and you can get approval and collect payment right away. Last piece here is a job completion survey. So you'll notice one of our customers in Omaha, which I'll mention later, has used this feature to increase a lot of the reviews on Google. So you could add your Google link in here and ask customers to review your performance. So next, what I want to do is show you our mobile application. So I've kind of walked you through the intake of a call, the scheduling aspects of ServiceTitan. Now you want to show you the technician experience. This really allows your technicians to do the job well. It's very easy to learn. So as we flip into the mobile application, Mike, can you help me do poll number 3? And the question that we have here is, do your technicians currently sell or do follow-ups in the field? Yes, sometimes. No, everything is done in the office. I think you could maybe use sometimes as we kind of maybe share both responsibilities as field and in office.
All right, looks like our results are in.
Okay, looks like some people are sometimes and no, everything is done in the office. All right, what I'll show you is our mobile application for the technicians in the field. It's a native app, so it's going to work on any Android, iOS device, and fairly easy to learn. A lot of folks are concerned about moving to a new platform. By training some of your technicians, maybe it takes 2 to 3 hours to learn how to use the platform. So logged in as Clark the technician, you'll notice in the background of ServiceTitan, we're tracking folks' time. So when they drove, their drive time, their meal breaks, their working time, all of it is being calculated in the back end. And what you see here is our next visit that's scheduled. For the folks who are offering performance pay or commission or bonus, this has been very helpful for some technicians, right? They can see their conversion rates, their close rates, their average ticket, as well as total revenue within the date range that you look at. Now down here we have the content portal. So as you hire new folks, as new products come out, you can upload any PDFs, installation videos, and guides here. Now what I want to walk you through is the mobile experience for a technician on a repair call or building an estimate for a customer. Let's go to the job that we booked for today. And what you see here is all the information that we took in the office is here, right? We know the customer information, any notes that we posted, and the job type, irrigation service. If we need to get directions, we can get directions. This will give us turn-by-turn directions on our tablet. Now what I'm going to do is hit dispatch. This is basically going to tell Alex, the customer, that I'm on my way. They're going to get that picture of myself and that tracking link. As I'm driving, maybe I want to prepare myself, listen to the call recording. That is visible to me. I can listen to it. Maybe the customer is saying we got a 30% discount and we actually didn't say that over the phone. Reduces all the pointing of fingers. Now, once I'm in 50 meters of that actual property, you'll start clocking me in. So as a technician, I don't have to remember to hit clock in. I'll get geofenced in and I'll start tracking my work time. And at this point, this is where we can create a standard operating procedure, make certain forms and information required, and they could look something like this. You can get really creative with these forms where you can add certain questions, drop-down menus. Folks can even, take pictures or videos directly in the mobile app. We'd even get signature boxes. So these become very powerful. These can be sent in text to the customer and saved to the customer record as well. Now, if this is a repeat customer, right, I want to see any previous work that we've done. I can look at any previous invoices here, any estimates, even the existing equipment, right? I want to see where the controller is. And I could add that to my database. Maybe if it's something that you didn't install, right? This is something that you guys can add to your database. Now, photos and videos are very powerful, right? I can come into here, I can take pictures of the blowouts that I've done, the installation. And we even have this doodle feature where once I take a picture, I can draw on it, and it makes it very easy for the customer to understand what work you've done. All right, now ServiceTitan is great for the type of billing that you guys do. I know some folks are billing time and material, flat rate, or charged by zone. We can really accommodate for any of those workflows. Right? We can automatically apply the time that is spent on this actual job site and add it to the invoice. It's a newer feature that we call customer-specific pricing. And then you can also just log the materials that were used here. And you don't have to scroll, right? This database is searchable. So I can come into here and add, how many widgets I've used onto my invoice. Now let's talk about estimating, because this is where a lot of the owners that I've worked with really like ServiceTitan, is providing the good, better, best. Instead of like verbally telling your customer, hey, we're gonna fix the the drainage in the front yard, you're presenting a visual option for the customer to see what you're selling them. So what we're gonna do is click Add Estimate, and at this point, this is where you can design certain templates for your technicians. Right, there's a common repair that you guys typically sell and perform. Right, you can create a template here, and they could obviously modify it, adjust the pricing if you give them that permission. So let's say that this is a new install that we are doing or recommending, right? So we have one option here, and then we also have the option to build our own estimate. So what you'll see here is option A, right? My summary of the work that I'm going to perform. I'm going to hit Add Items, and this is going to take you to your price book. The price book is really the backbone of your account. You can set certain permissions for certain folks to see the pricing and maybe not, or limit them to certain categories. Maybe my landscaping team doesn't need to see the irrigation category. A lot of flexibility there, and you'll notice that the permissions are very important in ServiceTitan. Now, the price book is going to have all your different services, inventory items, materials, labor rates, even your maintenance programs or service plans. So you can add this to your, excuse me, your estimate here. And by adding it, sometimes it can even show that the customer will get savings if they add that on. So I'm just add a couple widgets here. Oops, choose a different one. And maybe add later. At this point, you're building a case to your customer where you're adding your photos, your findings that you've filled out, any forms, and then you can present this to the customer. There's a couple options here that I think are very powerful. One is emailing it to the customer and providing this like online purchasing experience. If you have a printer in the truck, right, you can print it out and give it to your customer if you'd like. But the real power behind this is presenting this in person. Right? As a layperson myself, I really don't know, what work you can perform. But if you can tell me and show me visually what I'm going to get with the service that you can provide, helps me understand and want to move forward with you as a company. So what you see here is the full price being presented. We also partner with other financing companies like Green Sky, Turns, and Service Finance. So for larger installs, right, we can offer financing and they can get approved within a minute or so. So you can present this to your customer. It'll show the description, image that you provided, member savings. You could sell them that contract directly in person. If you have the ability to sign and accept here, and then perform the work, and even collect payment. So as a technician, right, we sell the work, we wrap up, take our pictures, and then we move on to the next job. So really empowering your technicians to do the work and capture all the information that they need. The last piece that I want to touch on here is just this follow-up section in ServiceTitan. We will allow your technicians, estimators, to follow up on these estimates. We can set ourselves reminders of start dates, date ranges, and the neat thing here is that we can email the customer that estimate again, call the customer directly from the mobile app, and it'll actually mask our phone number and show the office line. So we don't want want homeowners calling your technicians middle of the night or on the weekends to try to do the work, right? If they have any inquiries, they'll call the office. So this is the mobile application. Goal here is to empower your technicians to sell more in the field, collect payment, and prevent them from going back to the office or calling the office and wasting time. All right, let's wrap up here and go back to the office. There's a couple items that I wanted to touch on. One being is our dashboard. Some of our customers really like the analytics of ServiceTitan. This is actually one of the newer modules that we've redesigned. And in real time, you have the ability to see revenue, average tickets, completed revenue from your installations, weekly trends. And the goal here is for you to action on it in real time. So maybe if one of my technicians is not performing well, like Sean here, right? Let's tap him on the shoulder and let's have a conversation with him. You're not bringing in your weekly quota, right? You have a bad satisfaction rating, or maybe just give Clark here kudos that he's doing a great job. A lot of folks that I've talked to are doing this on Excel, or it just takes very long to run these reports. We also have some call center metrics, right? During our busy season, a lot of calls are coming in. We're doing outbound calling. Let's listen to these and let's use it as a coaching opportunity for us to get better as a company. We even have call booking rates. We can look at average talk time. We can look at a table based off of each person answering the phone, and also just marketing information as well, being able to track all that information. Now, a lot of us are going into or don't have a year-round business, and we're entering into our slower season. Wanted to do one last poll, and Mike, maybe you could help me out with this as well. And the question is how do you stay busy during the slower seasons? You guys typically send out snail mail, email, sell other products and different packages. Do you guys completely shut down during the winter months, or do you offer other services, right? Holiday lighting, snow removal, or maybe you're fortunate enough to be, Sunbelt state and you have maintenance and service calls throughout the year.
Great, looks like we've got our results.
Okay, looks like a healthy mix, or most folks are stay busy throughout the year. Good for you guys. We offer different services, snow removal, holiday lighting. Okay, what I want to show you is our Marketing Pro tool. It's a full suite of marketing applications, from email marketing, direct mail, reputation management, and as a contractor, it's very difficult to market, right? We usually have to pay another person to do it for us, go to an agency. The tool that we've built really makes it easy for you to market as a pro. So you'll notice all the data is in ServiceTitan, and what we want to do is stay busy during the slower seasons, or just upsell our customers on other services that we offer. And the power behind this marketing tool is being able to create certain audiences within your database. So I'll kind of show you an example here. Let's say I want to target a customer who has an old controller, right? Let's upgrade them to a Wi-Fi controller. I can include or exclude certain qualities of the people that I want to target. So I can go to my equipment database set, choose maybe tags I've added, the type of manufacturer, model number, when it was installed, and incorporate that into the customers that I want to target. From there, we can create email templates, and ServiceTitan will provide these for you, or you can build your own. I modified a few, and here's the one that I made last week, right? A Black Friday special. You can easily edit this and drag and drop and move things around. Right, so you can add some videos in here, your own logo, get 25% off, images, and then a call to action, hey, call us, right? And the neat thing is that we can track that tracking number all the way through. And with our reporting functions, we can track how much revenue is actually coming through the specific campaign. So one of the neat things about ServiceTitan is that you can create a one-time campaign or make it automated. So automation would look like something like this, where I want to target any customer that has an open estimate greater than 7 days and maybe greater than $1,000, right? Those folks who are in that audience will automatically funnel through this campaign and will go through my email drip campaign. And this is kind of one of the ones that I built. Right, so they're going to get a sequence of emails and promotions from me, and you can build as many as you like. But the power behind this is the reporting. Looking at how many emails that I sent, open rates, click rates, and at the end of the day, how much revenue did actually come from this specific campaign. So again, we offer email marketing, direct mail, and then reputation management. All right, now I want to talk about one of our other customers who've kind of used this tool during the off season, and his name is Ryan out of Omaha, Nebraska. So let's watch this video real quick. We did a quick interview with him, and he shares his experience with using ServiceTitan.
I was impressed by the whole experience of the software from the customer's perspective and from the owner's perspective of the reports. I tell people all the time, it was like going from a flip phone to an iPhone. Just monumental change.
What were some of the changes? Like going from a flip phone to an iPhone? Like, what do you notice right away?
The customer's experience is so much better. Having the text sent to the customer to say, hey, this is Joe, here's his profile, he's got a couple kids, he's been in the industry a long time, he's coming to your house, this is what he looks like. For a safety and security thing, for the homeowners to know who's coming was huge for us. To have the Uber-like experience so they can track the truck and see where they're at in their neighborhood, that was great. The Google review retention of asking the homeowners after the fact immediately if they would rate us. We're the highest rated contractor in our market by several hundred reviews. It's really helped us establish dominance and keep dominance in our market.
So that was Ryan. Is actually one of the first contractors that we met at the GIE Expo last year. They're out of Omaha, about 30 employees, joined ServiceTitan February, or it went live February of this past year. So they offer irrigation installation, maintenance, service, and drainage services. So firsthand, you could hear all the features that we showed you today is what he find values in, right? Really transform his business. He even said it himself, it's like going from a flip phone to an iPhone or a smartphone. So hopefully we can bring that same innovation to you. Some of the features that he likes is the reporting, right? Ryan's very highly analytical, looking at the dashboard, looking at it in real time so he can improve his business. The customer notifications, kind of what we showed you with the Marketing Pro, being able to upsell IoT systems and offer drainage services to his customers. And then everything being all in one place, right? Invoicing and syncing up to QuickBooks. Now, some of the success that he's seen so far is really being the highest rated contractor in his area. Look it up, it's absolutely true. Improved cash flow, moving to a COD model, and then operating and dispatching remotely. Right? I don't think we'll go back to a in-person work environment as frequently. So using a system like ServiceTitan will give you the freedom to run your business, and hopefully you guys see the same success that he has seen as well. So with that, hopefully you guys have a good understanding of how ServiceTitan could help your business and run it more efficiently. Right? There's a lot of modern technology out there, and hopefully we have the opportunity to earn your business, or even the opportunity to show you ServiceTitan. Now, I wanted to share some of the features that we're launching in the future. Right? This is probably this new feature that we're launching is called Procure to Pay. What we really want to do here is help you out with the purchasing procurement of your work. Right? You sell a bunch of work for the spring. Let's purchase them through ServiceTitan. We know all the materials that are needed, how much labor. We have launched this with one of our distributors, Ari Michael, and our goal is to align ourselves and offer this for other distributors and suppliers as well. What we're able to do here is integrate with the catalog online. We have a live price book sync where we can integrate with the supplier's catalogs. We have integrated procurement, so you can purchase through ServiceTitan, automatic reconciliation, and then electronic payments through the platform. By using this, some of our early customers are able to see a boost in efficiency through purchasing, seamless integration and updates with suppliers, so real-time API connections with the catalogs, and being able to pay your vendors with very little friction. Then also just improved data accuracy and consistency. So this is some of the features that we are building later this year, and we're really excited to bring the same innovation to the green industry. And if there's any folks from a distributor or that supplier, feel free to reach out to me. Happy to connect and share some of the details of how we can provide this to you guys. And that pretty much wraps it up. Very appreciative of everyone's time here. I know you're very busy. For the folks who are interested in taking a look at ServiceTitan, here is my email, or you can go to servicetitan.com/demo. Again, wanted to share one other piece of information is that you guys will get 2 free months if you guys do sign up before the end of the year.
Great, thanks, Jake. Now we have time for some questions. If you do have a question, please type that into the question box on the right-hand side of your screen. Jake, that's a very impressive platform. It looks like it really streamlines things well.
Yeah, really excited to work with some other contractors and a lot of the folks that have purchased ServiceTitan are kind of going through the onboarding phase now, and hopefully we have some more success stories as well.
Great. And while we wait on some questions to come in, let everybody know that this will be recorded and it'll be available. There's a lot to take in. It'll be available on the Irrigation Association's YouTube page within about 24 hours. So if you need to see it again or want to share it with someone else in your company, go there and you can see the recording of this. Are y'all actively pursuing any of the major like irrigation, distributors or suppliers, or this, that connection? It sounds like it's a new thing. Where are y'all in that process?
Yeah, good question. We are still in the research. We're still doing it in our core market as well. So HVAC and plumbing and electrical distributors. We're still in early talks with them. A lot of folks are interested, but we'd love to have that early conversation and kind of get the ball rolling there.
Yeah, I could see that being very valuable because we, in the irrigation industry, we have several kind of national level distributors that'd be a great time savings, and sounds like it'd really improve the process a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll give a few more minutes. Here's a question that came in. How hard is it to add inventory into the system? So I guess a contractor to put their inventory in, I guess in the pricing.
Yeah, good question. Depending on where your inventory lives today, if it's in your current software, we're likely able to migrate that out. We have a inventory importer, so we'll give you an Excel spreadsheet, and we can get that into ServiceTitan really easily, and you can manage that through the ServiceTitan's interface pretty easily as well.
I guess along those lines, another question is there an inventory management module that you have?
Yeah, there certainly is. We didn't touch on it. We talk about ServiceTitan all day, and I just wanted to give you guys a brief synopsis. But there is inventory management where you can track, quantity on hand, multiple inventory sites, truck stock. Yeah, pretty robust.
Okay, great. Another question here. This person, they currently use a CRM, but they're interested in automating their entire monthly irrigation inspection. Do you have a way to customize a form or a way to automate that process?
Yeah, we certainly do. You can customize your own forms in ServiceTitan using our own interface. 5,000 customers, each person has different forms. So you can get really creative with them. There's also the option to upload a fillable PDF. So if you have like a nice format that you really want, we can upload that into ServiceTitan as well, and you can use that. But happy to walk you through that option if you guys are interested.
Okay, perfect. Next question. How does the integration with QuickBooks work? Is the invoicing done through ServiceTitan, or is it actually done through QuickBooks?
Yeah, great question. The invoicing will happen through ServiceTitan. So the goal is that ServiceTitan is going to be the main operating system for invoicing, collecting payments. And then once you've invoiced the customer and ready to send that transaction down to QuickBooks, you would batch, post, and export that down, and it'll show in line item detail.
Oh, that's great. That's all the questions we have now. Do you have like a final thought or something else you want to throw out to the audience here?
Yeah, well, very appreciative of everyone's time. Would like to, call to action here is for folks who are interested, take a look at, go on our website, or feel free to contact us to get a demo. I think you'll hear ServiceTitan's name a little bit more in the next couple months and year or so as we go to market in the irrigation space. So I'm really excited to work with you all, and looking forward to talking to you.
Great, thanks a lot. Well, thank everybody for attending, and don't forget to check out the IA website for upcoming webinars, classes, and other events during our Education Week Plus program running now through next spring. More information can be found at irrigationshow.org. Big thanks to Jake for sharing this presentation with us and showing us their awesome product here. If you have a question that we didn't answer, or you think of something later on, Jake's information's right there. Contact him, or you can contact us here at the IA at education@irrigation.org, and we'll pass your information along. Big thanks again to everybody for attending. Thanks again to Jake, and everybody have a great day.